Ooh, hey, it's working! Hey guys, it's David here over at ToyZilla. Okay, if you can't guess, what is today's topic? Based on my shirt, TMNT! Yeah! Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles! So, I'm not going to waste any time today talking because we have so much really good turtle stuff to look at. Really from the very beginning of the line, the old Playmates, late 80s toys up through the 2000s. And yes, you will get one of these awesome Ninja Turtle Underoos sets, which I have over here. We've got the guys kind with the shirt and the tidy greenies, and we got the girls style, which is like a tank top, and we got these. The women's size is either large or extra large. Guys, we have a bit more variety. We have extra large. We got 2X. We've got large, and we've got medium. So I've become about a large right now. That's what I'm wearing right here. So yes, you get this free with any... Let me flip the camera around so you can see. So you get free with any $50 purchase from today's show. And actually, if you look at previous episodes and you say, hey, just give me those turtle underoos for free, I'm spending $50, you get it with any other purchase as well, because we can't have you deprived. So I'll give you a quick overview of what we're going to be covering. We've got the newest that came in. We've got Pizza Dawson Turtles. We got the old Playmates. Some of the live-action Turtles from the TV series. We've got a little bit of Loyal Subjects. Some autographed stuff back there, and over here I'm opening up the case to show you what's inside, and we have everything, more Playmates, even some autographed Bandai figure arts over there. Okay, so I'm going to cover all that right now as quickly as possible, starting with our deal of the day. So that's a new segment we're doing where we're just going to sell you something really, really cheap. And like I'll be shocked if no one buys this. So here's what you're going to get. We've got these Playmates Ninja, or I should say Playmates Pizza Tossing Ninja Turtles. And we have an original party wagon here. Okay, so the party wagon is not complete. In fact, it's missing the roof, and it looks like it's missing that door. And the Pizza Tossin' Turtles do not have their pizzas, but that is something you can get relatively easy, and they do look super awesome, good shape. No real wear and tear on any of them. Maybe Michelangelo a little bit on his bandana, but otherwise these guys are freaking amazing. These were, when they came out, I thought they were grotesque because they're so darn they're actually now some of my favorite turtles from Playmates. So either you can buy these for $10 each, and you can get the party wagon for $25. But if you get them all right now together, you get them for $50. So that's our deal of the day. I think that's a pretty good deal. So if anyone's watching this live and you want that right now, just go ahead and message us and say, yeah, I'll take the deal of the day, $50 for the 4 turtles and party wagon. But moving on. Okay, so let's jump into, let's just start with this NECA set here. These are really awesome because they are from the Konami video game Turtles in Time. There's going to be another wave of these, but this was the first set that we got. We have Donatello, we have Leonardo, we have the Foot Soldier, and I'm really excited because I love this guy. We got Slash. He's kind of the evil turtle. And they're all stylized with, kind of like the video game pixeled look. So these are $30 each, or you get the set of 4 of them for $100. And that's definitely a troop builder there if you get a whole bunch of the foot soldiers. But right now, yeah, we don't have too many. People have been buying them right before we close the store. So we just have, I think, like 2 sets of these left. Pretty good deal. Okay. But let's move into some of the older stuff. Oh, actually, this is pretty nice here. If you don't get the original Turtles vehicle, you can get this new one that's actually like a dump truck. And we have this one. Yeah, I mean, it's from the Turtles movie, which, the newer sort of Michael Bay Turtles movie. But yeah, this one looks to be completely sealed in the box for $60, which is, I think, a really good deal. They probably sell for about $80 to $100, I'm guessing. I don't know. Not bad. And then we got this cute little Michelangelo here for $10. That's a looks like he's a keychain, actually, and not too bad at all. And then this is another turtle from the movies. I should say the new movies, not the old original movies. Giant size one. I think we've got him for $10. Doesn't have his sword on the back, I don't think. Or yeah, should have a sword. He's a Leo. Okay, doesn't have a sword. But $10 for that giant ass turtle. Now let's move into the stuff I really love. This is going back to my childhood here. This is the Turtles I know. We've got the Playmates Ray Fillet, and that's an unpunched card, so that's pretty awesome. I wouldn't say the card is completely mint. It's got a little curl on the back. But, I mean, it seems really good otherwise. Oh, there's a bit of a tear there. But that's $25. That's not bad. You'll find we have some crazy expensive stuff, which I'm going to get to at the end. It's on the gold block over here. These are crazy expensive. And we have some really reasonable stuff like this that's only like $25. So, Ray Fillet, $25. We've got Napoleon Bonafrog. Yeah, these are all like completely sealed. No like, blister coming off of the card or anything like that. We just don't get those because we're super picky about what we buy. A little bit of a crease on the back, but otherwise this is amazing condition. He is $60. He's trying to hide over there, but we have a Mauser. This is the Wacky Walking Mauser. Comes with, remember the old joke books? It has like a whole bunch of dead animals or rats and cats and cheese. Stickers still on. Yeah, really amazing shape. Now, this stuff you don't see in their store because we don't take it. It's in a really secret back room. Especially that stuff over there. This stuff is always locked up in a case. Yeah, you know what? Ninja Turtle stuff is expensive. It's not inexpensive, and it's getting more and more rare. So I recommend, anything you see here, you should just buy it, not question it. Okay, that Mauser now is $75. Look how much it was originally. It was $5.99. So, anyway. Okay, moving on. Now, this is a line I really like. Universal Studios and Ninja Turtles, they did a crossover here with a whole bunch of mashed up figures. They actually had 2 series of it. They had this, I think this was the original series, and then they did a second series. So some of these are very big money. Some of them are just not that big money. I'm not really sure why. Maybe someone can explain. Okay, but this is one that is pretty expensive. It's $120. That's what we're selling it for, which means it's probably worth even more than that. and it's just going to keep going up in price. It's Raphael as the Mutant from the Universal Studios monster movie Mutant, the Mutant, and yeah, he looks awesome. So very amazing condition card. A little curl there and a little fold right there, but otherwise this thing is perfect. $120. Okay, so here's one that's not very expensive, and again, probably because it's April O'Neil and not a turtle, but Bride of Frankenstein April, she's just $25. Again, amazing condition. Actually, this one's even a better card. No damage or anything. Yeah, she is only $25. Yeah, April O'Neil. So yeah, April has always been kind of like one of the more expensive initially because she was hard to get. I worked at Toys R Us back in 1989, and she was short stacked per case, so there was only one of her and much more of the turtles, and she was really hard to get. So I I bought all the ones I could. But yeah, let's look at April over here because I'm talking about April. So we've got an original April O'Neil here. Let's see, I think the 1989 one, and it's only $25. Now, if you had any of the turtles from that year, they would be probably like $150. And this April over here is only $25. That's a newer April. You can see how they tried to make her cuter versus that one, but you know, they completely redid her face, body, everything. Yeah, so anyway, pretty cool though. I always liked April. I mean, she's one of my favorite characters, but is she worth a lot of money? No, she is $25, even like sealed on the card. So, moving along. Okay, here we have a Creature from the Black Lagoon, Leonardo. Another very expensive one, $120. I shouldn't say very expensive. It's relatively inexpensive compared to some of the ones we'll get into a little bit later. But yeah, the card is pretty much flawless. I mean, I think all these cards eventually warp just a little, which means like the edges of the card bend over just a little, but it's not something that would stand out to you in any way. Okay. And then we have, over here, Donatello as Dracula. Yeah, I don't know how much that one is. We don't have a price tag on it. That was a major oversight, but it still has the kind of unpunched look to it. Really good shape. And it's probably around $45, because this one here, the Mummy, is $45. That's Raphael as the Mummy. And all of these are just like perfect condition. Still have the punch hole in there. No flaws on this one. Cool. So those are our Universal Monster Turtles. There was another crossover with, I guess, Universal as well, and that was with Star Trek. And again, I don't know, these are just not very expensive figures, because it doesn't seem like any of the Star Trek figures from Playmates were very expensive, and they had the license, so they were like, yeah, why not just mash up the Turtles and the Star Trek characters, the classic Trek characters. So this is the Pizza Healing Doctor Dude, Raphael, Chief Medical Officer. And yeah, perfect card. And okay, a little bit of a crunch on the blister there, but that's pretty minor. Not a bad deal. Okay, then this is what I'm going to talk about next. We move into the end of the original Playmates Turtle line. We look at the back of the card. There end up being a lot more characters. Now, would you think the most expensive turtle figure is the oldest one? No, the rarer the figure is kind of the later it is in the original Playmates Turtle line. So this one is now 1992. I mean, it keeps going from there. I'm just mentioning it. But we got more and more characters, and some reason they made less and less of them. So, like this, I don't know if you even know who this girl is. This is Mona Lisa. Yeah, but she's only $50, so that's really not that expensive. But we'll get into some that are even more rare. Ones that are ridiculously expensive, in my opinion. But, okay, and then there was a Ninja Turtles movie that took place in feudal times in Japan. And so, hence, they made the Shogun Ninja Turtles. And Shredder is a whopping $100. But that is like a perfect card. You know, minor curl on the bottom of that corner, but really amazing shape. And Donatello is a whopping $75. Which, you know what? I'd say at this point it's worth it, and that's probably a pretty good deal. Versus, these just don't seem to be going down in price. I mean, it seems recession-proof here, so any of these turtles towards the end of the line are just going up in price. If they're original molds, if they're like a reproduction of an old, like, 80s or 90s figure, then, you know, they're not going up too much. But, you know, the more rare figures are just shooting up in value. Okay, let's talk about, they did a very short-lived live-action television series for Ninja Turtles, and I think it's best known for the one and only female Ninja Turtle. Her name is Venus, and yeah, that's the only female Ninja Turtle ever made. Now, would you think she's worth like $500 or at least $100? No! Okay, only $40. It doesn't make sense to me, but I mean, I don't make up prices, really. I try to make them reasonable, but this is something I would jump on, because I figure that's going to go up in price. Especially if we see another Venus, you know, figure coming out. So, yeah, I mean, she looked pretty cute. She's got, like, a light, light blue bandana. Maybe it's purple, I think. I think it's purple, because they ran out of some of the colors they used on the other ones. I think it's more purplish. Yeah, purple. Okay. Very cool. And as seen on the Fox Kids live-action show. Yeah, perfect card. So, there were some other original characters from that series. There was another villain character in addition to the Shredder. His name is Dragon Lord. Again, not an expensive figure. That's $25. This was how Splinter looked on the show. Again, this figure is only $25. And then we have the Rank Warrior, who's kind of like, I guess, a Foot Clan soldier, but he works for the Dragon Lord over there, and he's $25. Yeah, I barely remember this show, but I did watch it. So I don't know, he looks kind of reptilian there. But yeah, anyway, the card for all of these are just completely mint. We don't take them out. We don't let people handle these. I'm kind of nuts about that, because I'm like, yeah, I don't want to damage any cards. I don't want people dropping things. I don't, you know. So these are normally not in the store. We took them out just for today for this episode. And then this is a pretty nice poster. It's from San Diego Comic-Con 2019. You can see here on the ticket. Yeah, they did not have very many of these. This is ticket number 185. I think maybe they did 200 of these, is what I remember. You had to be there Thursday, July 18th. You had to wait in line. And then this is the 35th anniversary of the Turtles poster. And it's signed by, I mean, they could have gotten 100 people to sign this poster, but the most important one, in my opinion, here is Kevin Eastman. Then they had some of the voice actors. They had, you know, a whole bunch of cool people signing this. You can tell me who else signed it, but after Kevin Eastman, that's all I care about. So, I don't know how we did it, but we actually have 4 of these posters. We're selling them for $100 each.